you, sir?
Oh, sorry. My name is Roy Siplin, and first name is Roy, the last name is Siplin, S-I-P-L-I-N.
All right, whoever wants to go first?
All right. We're here today because as I speak to you, there's a 20-year-old boy lying in a hospital bed because he was severely beaten by Rochester Police Department peace officers when he was arrested on Friday night. As far as we know, the victim, Roy Siplin Jr., sustained injuries that resulted in a collapsed lung, and witnesses are reporting that they observed the arresting officers punching Siplin in the face multiple times, up to 5 times, while he was handcuffed. In fact, we suspect that due to the severity of Siplin's beatings, he was not allowed to appear for his arraignment via Zoom because his appearance would have documented and showcased his injuries, which he sustained from the excessive force used to arrest him on Friday night. Furthermore, the fact that Siplin is not adequately allowed due process is utterly shameful and downright criminal. Siplin should be allowed to speak with an attorney, and he should have been allowed to speak with his family. I have Roy Siplin Sr. with him here with me today. Unless there was a reason why Siplin could not physically speak. Did the officers beat him to where he is physically unable to speak? We do not know. His father does not know, and police are not helping him speak to his child. The hospital refuses to acknowledge that a Roy Siplin is even there. His father, a black father, a caring father, a devoted father, has not been able to sleep well at night. I want you to imagine being up all hours trying to find out where your son is, if he's okay, and not being able to comfort him as he believes he should. Mr. Siplin has sought and secured counsel and is demanding to speak to his son immediately. We are demanding to know the status of Roy Siplin Jr.'s condition, and we have filed a FOIL request for the body cam footage and the blue box cam footage from Siplin's arrest. But how many times will injustice knock on our doors before we answer the call? America is one of the wealthiest nations on earth, yet our habits on human kindness are the poorest. It's time that people stop ignoring the fact that Black Lives Matter is here to stay. Because racism still exists in America, woven into the fabric of our systems and institutions. We demand that Black lives be heard. We demand that Black lives be treated with human decency and respect. And we demand that Roy speak with his son immediately. Thank you.
Friday afternoon, my son Roy was arrested. My son was beaten until he had a collapsed lung. Apparently he was sent to a hospital. At this point, I don't even know what hospital my son is at. I'm told it's Rochester General. I call out there. They don't have any records of my son being in the hospital, and I have some concerns with that. I want to speak to my son. At this point, I hired an attorney, and my attorney haven't spoken to my son. At this point, my son don't even know he has an attorney. The one from the hospital contacted me. I called Rochester General Hospital. They say they don't have any records of my son being in the hospital, and I don't know what's going on, and I want some answers.
So you said your son's been beaten. What indication do you have that? How did you find this out?
Well, because my son said that he was punched in his face 5 times. I have a video of my son in the police car saying that he has problems breathing, and he's saying that he needs medical attention. And I hear one of the officers in the video saying that they're going to call an ambulance, but to my understanding, no ambulance was ever even called. So how he got to the hospital, I don't know.
Sir, any idea what the events were that transpired to lead to your son's arrest?
To my understanding, something about a weapon. So I don't know.
Well,
Was he alone? Did he have friends with him?
I have no idea.
And he probably doesn't want to speak on that. The whole point is that there's a problem with policing in our community. His son is not being entitled due process. His father has hired an attorney, and his son has not been able to speak with counsel. They are trying to arraign Roy Siplin. Without him him talking to his family. His family has no idea what hospital he is, what condition he is in. This is extremely problematic, and this is why we need to defund the police and invest in systems that will do justice to the community. He is a 20-year-old son. Whether he was with 3 other boys, 4 or 5 other guys, whatever they did, they should be allowed due process under the law, period.
You said you saw that video. What did you see in that video?
Well, in the video, I see my son in the back seat of a police car saying that he was punched in the face 5 times. I hear my son saying that he's having problems breathing and that he needs medical attention. I hear one of the female officers saying that, telling people that was, I guess, gathering around, asking questions about my son's health or whatever. I hear the police officer saying that ambulance is on the way. Then I hear a male officer says, let's go to the station or something like that there. I have the video right here on my phone.
So you don't know much. How does that feel as a father right now, just not being able to know?
It's scary because at this point, with my son having a collapsed lung, at this point, I don't know what's going on with my son. At this point, I don't know if my son is alive, and it's scary. I haven't been able to sleep since this incident, and I just want some answers. I want to speak to my son, or if he's arrested in the hospital, I want to see some type of video or something where I can kind of talk to my son to know he's okay. That's all I want.
What kind of communication have you had? Have you had any communication with RPD?
No.
Nothing. And you tried reaching out?
I tried reaching out. Yep.
No answers.
No answers. So.
What would you want from, I guess, do you have a message, I guess, to maybe the new interim police chief when she starts on October 14th about this, or anything in particular? My
thing is this: when the police make an arrest, make your arrest. You don't have to put hands on people. Once you subdue a person, they're under arrest. The person's under arrest. You don't have to beat on a person and do these kind of things. It got to stop. But at this point, I just want to know how my son is doing.
Yeah, and we want the new police chief to know we're going to be holding her accountable, just like we held Laron Singletary accountable. They cannot come out from outside communities into the city of Rochester and police our community and treat us like animals. It has to stop, and it has to stop today. We're demanding that Roy speak to his son, and that needs to happen immediately. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for sharing his message. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.